All right, greetings, man. It's been a while, but I'm back at it right here. So now this video right here, I really want to dig back into some of this tennis stuff. You guys know I love this tennis stuff, man. I really want to dig back into it, so because everything recently now, we got the tenant. You know what I mean? I really should have got this last year when I was really going for the DVDs and stuff, but again, we got this tenant, so I really have to dig back into it again. I got to watch it again, in all its glory and all its ultra HD glory. You see, so again, this tenant. Now, I really want to dig back into some of this stuff now because again, it's really crucial. But I want to try and do two parts to this. So this first part, we're going to dig back into some concepts, really the principles, really, of tenant, and then part two. Now, we're going to explain where they want to go with this and why it's taking so long. It's going to get deep. All right, so now we're dealing with this tenant right here. We're dealing with this tenant now. What we got to understand. So again, what I liked in the movie, which really, I was able to see by watching it again, the Ultra HD, I was able to see it again fully. What how they spoke about, because again, it was also a bonus scene, and we're going to touch on that as well. So basically, what happened was they spoke about reverse exiting the machine. So when they had the machine now, you saw them go through the machine, the tenant machine, go through the machine, but then you said if you don't see yourself reverse exit, then something's gone wrong. But see the reverse exit, and that's the whole key to it, because again, one's going forward in time, one's going reverse. But if it was a time travel movie, it's reading with time travel and not temporal order that we spoke about when we first dealt with this concept. If it was really dealing with time travel, then it wouldn't be reverse exiting the machine. Instead, you go here, and then you would see them come out on the other side. But instead, you saw the reverse exit, meaning you saw them both walk in. But one was walking in backwards, and the other was going in forwards. But again, and that's because, again, it's time flowing in reverse, but it's flowing in reverse, but going in the same direction, though. And that's the key to it. So it's not necessarily time travel, so we do in past, we do in future, but really we're going in the same direction. But the effect is preceding the action that caused it. You see, and that was key. But again, the reason why that was so crucial for me, because when I was watching the bonus scene now, and then obviously Christopher Nolan was going into it, talking about the physics. He's going into the physics of it. But really, I'm watching that and understanding why they would even put that out there. That's got nothing to do with the movie. We're talking about the entropy and all this. That's got nothing to do with it. Because again, yeah, there's science involved, but really there's an even deeper concept. But that's what they put out there really for the layman's. The layman's, these college graduates, these layman's and stuff. They put that out there for them. And we're going to also address why, again, these videos don't really blow up and stuff. We're going to explain that as well and explain it all ties in. So again, that's really for the layman's really to lead demonstrate, but really with the real ones know what it's really about, this temporal order, what it's really about. So now I want to talk about essentially this is Tenet. We're dealing with Tenet every day. So now, again, let me give you an example. This is an example I was going to give in the first video, but I thought, let's just tie into the space. But now I want to really give this example. So essentially, what it is now with this Tenet. So we're going forwards in time now. I want to show you how it relates. So when you're going forwards in time now, you go to a market, you go to a shop or whatever, and then you see what you want, pick the order, whatever, you pick up the food, pick up the item, pay for it there, and drive back home, right? But this forwards in time way of shopping and way of commerce, we've been doing this for hundreds of years. Humans have been doing this for hundreds of years, this way of shopping. But I want to show you how recently now, in the last, 20-something years now, I want to show you really this tenant shopping. So now what people don't realize, when you're doing online shopping, that's actually tenant. I want to break this down to you. That's actually tenant, guys. I want to show it to you. So really, I want to show you. So now, again, going forward time, we just showed you, you go to the shop, you place your order, right? Take your food out and pay for it there and go. But in reverse now, the order's already been placed, guys. The order's already been placed. The order's been placed now, and then the item is collected, and then the item comes to you. I don't think you understand. This is Tenet's already taken place. It's already taken place, guys. The order's already been placed. The order's been placed already. You've paid for the order. So again, what you're actually doing now, you're placing an order for the future, guys. For the future. because we just spoke about essentially what we just addressed. So yeah, we just addressed going forward in time how you place the order, right? You go to the store and you place the order, and that is going forward in time. But essentially, when you go in reverse now, guys, the order's already been placed, guys. And then it comes to you. That's actually Tenet, right? But also, see when you guys, but now, so again, you're placing the order for the future. But now, when you guys are doing the pre-orders, now, the order, you're placing orders for things that don't even exist yet. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet, guys. So again, this is what's already happening. So again, Tenet, it's already taking place. But I want to show you now why it's so crucial, because again, look how far we had to come in order for the Tenet to take place. So again, from the standard order of things, time flow unfolds in time. Now again, we go to the market, we go to the shop, and we take what we want, we pay right there to be able to go in reverse now and pay for it first, and then have it come to you, and then even pay for things and order things that don't even exist yet to get to that level. Look at what had to have been built. You know, dealing with the computation, dealing with the internet, dealing with the logistics, the planning, the vehicles. Look at all the things that were necessary, guys. You see, just to go in reverse and have that system now flow in reverse, this e-commerce now flow in reverse. Look at what had to have been built. Look how far we had to come just to go in reverse. So now this is why, again, now dealing with space, now we don't want to go with space. This is why it's so difficult, it's so complex, because look how far you have to go. But we're going to address more of that in the second video. So now I want to address in this video now, the last closing out now, I really want to address why these videos, you know, they don't really blow up. And this also comes down to, I think they mentioned the concept in the movie, the belief, right? We don't want to dig too much into it. That's really occultism. We don't want to go too much into that. But what it is now, the more people that understand the Tenet, the less likely it is to happen. And again, that's the great mystery. The more people that know, the less likely it is to happen. And that's the great mystery. So you actually do kind of need some laymen that don't necessarily understand the inner workings of the Tenet to be able to, for there to be a Tenet. It's just like, again, with the e-commerce, you need those people on the warehouse floor that don't really understand the logistics, or don't really pay too much attention to the logistics and the computation and different things going on behind the scenes, right? And they're just fulfilling orders, packing and picking orders, so on and so forth. You need those type of people on the floor level for that to function. That's just like with Tenet overall, guys. You do need a group of people. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people that don't know, right? And this is the reality of it. So that's why these videos don't really blow up. But again, the only reason I speak about them publicly, because I don't have any other platform to discuss these with any like-minded people that are at that level, the way we can just discuss these with. So I have no choice but to come with it here. But again, obviously, you know, they don't really blow up and stuff, because that's the main reason. Because again, the more people that know, the less likely it is to happen. So again, that's really just part one, the principles. So just the principles. Again, we're showing you how it's already happening. We're already doing it. We're already partaking in this Tenet. So now in part two now, guys, I really want to just go into now why it's taking so long. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you think it's good information. All right, people. Thanks for watching.